looks like we're live. Alright. Let's get the water running. Alrighty. Let's get this show on the road. So last time on Hag, we had a bitch of a time getting a singular angelic robe, and this time, hopefully... Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Okay, I don't know what the hell was going on there. I'm just going to hope that there's no issues with that going forward. Alright, let's just get started. Chapter 7. Alright, so we watched these opening cutscenes and we did the base camp last time, so I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna jump right into the actual gameplay. So this is what the team is looking like currently. I benched Kairos in favor of Pluto because, well, to be honest, Pluto kind of has similar stats to Kairos, but to be honest, Kairos is probably not going to be a permanent member of the team because there's another magic blade that I'm gonna want to use at some point in the future. So, but everyone else is looking pretty solid, honestly. So I think that we are doing pretty okay in terms of like team composition. So anyways, so in terms of the actual map itself, it's mostly going to it's looking like it's mostly going to be it's going to start off with us taking these soldiers out here, and I want to get rid of the one with the axe reaver first, which that's going to be a little bit of an ask, but anyways, let's get down to brass tacks. This is gonna be another one of those streams where it takes forever for people to show up, it's looking like, but oh well. I will try to avoid complaining about that too much. So, alright. So, first things first, Agari, you need to get rid of this guy. So that way, we can have Kyra come in. Trade your iron axe to the top of your inventory. And then Fungo can come in, replete with his own axes. Begonia, I'm going to need you to conk this mage on the head. Unfortunately, your hit rates are not looking like they're going to cooperate too much. Whatever, still got the kill. And then, I mean, I don't really want to be dicking around too much at the start of this area, because I don't think that I think that that's just a bad idea in general. I know that Eupraxia is going to have to put some work in terms of recruiting a certain character. Alright. Word from the spotters. The heretics have emerged from the woods westward.
Very well. Rouse the men to action. Adopt defensive positions and stay on high alert. They may be few in number, but they evaded the Grand Inquisitor herself. Treat them as if each of them counted for 5.
I'll let the troops know, General Telemus.
Thus it starts once more. Yet this time it feels different. Usually heretics trying to cross the border are more discreet than this. And they don't come heralded by an order of capture from the Grand Inquisitor. Who could these people possibly be?
And as usual, we're dealing with typical pot shots. I may not be awake enough to really be all that great in the mood for stream today, but I suppose I'll have to make do for the time being. Yeah, you and your damn javelin. Oh well. A relatively uneventful first turn. Okay, now I'm trying to think here, because... Did I get a Zanbato? No, I didn't. I must be thinking of... Sword in Heaven and Earth, because I definitely got one there. We can make do with just this halberd. I say as I miss. Oh, I missed twice? Oh, and I took a hit too. I think that that's worth a cheeky mulligan. Meanwhile, Eupraxia, you are not doing so great. Pew. You know what? I think it's time to test out Kyra's new little toy here, the Maelstrom. Complete with the nice Sagittae animation. I do love that firing arrow, magic arrows animation. It's really cool looking. Meantime, you have Earthquake Tome. Okay, so you attack physical defense, which Agari has a okay amount of, so... But, I mean, even still, I don't know if I want her to be in that guy's range, because taking pot shots at a distance does not sound like good policy. But getting her experience does sound like good policy. Oops, I didn't want to rescue. Phobos, you're coming in from behind. These mages are not in my range. I don't know if they move at all. And so far this map has been decently chill. I don't know how much longer it's going to stay that way. And we've got Pegasi coming up behind us. Oop, Tiresias. Goodness me, look yonder, Wulfric. What is it? Well, that is what I hope you'll tell me. I can quite hear the racket that way. I can hear quite the racket that way. I don't know why I was misreading that. Now it's your turn to look and tell me what you see. Right, sorry. There seems to be some manner of altercation underway. Oh dear. Shall we intercede? I'm not putting you in peril over a battle that is not our own. The bridges are oddly well defended today, too. What in blazes is going on? I cannot imagine they've prepared such a welcoming committee for me. I'm not that famous. Am I? We should be in no danger so long as we do nothing to draw their attention. Stay where you are, Tiresias. Let us see what happens next. Indeed, I look forward to it. Tiresias. What? Yep. And a brigand. Question is whether that... Which village is closest to that brigand? It doesn't look like this one, so I think that... I'm actually not sure which way that one's planning on going. Who did I give the hammer to? Begonia, and she is nowhere near that knight. In that case, I will have her go this a ways. Oh, these idiots are all armed with tomes. Huh. Alright. I forgot I gave Lopez the Zambato. It's gonna come handy down this a ways. So I may have to keep the brigand trio a little separated for the time being. Hecate, you get HP, magic, skill, speed, luck, defense. Almost perfect level up. Pretty dang close to perfect. Eupraxia, I think you should go here. And... Pluto here. Nikolaos, you go here with your javelin equipped. Apate, you kindly heal Hecate up. Fungo, I guess you will go here. Gari, you can go here with the hand axe. And then Phobos, you and Kyra I actually don't know what to do with, to be honest. So, alright, looks like the brigand's moving up towards the northern village. So, that's good. It'll give us some time to intercept him. Ah, that's a big hit. Alright. And thankfully the magic doesn't do as much damage to her. Oh, but that kill may have caused her to suffer from success. Yep, I think that... Yep, she did. There were so many wrongs I had to right before I died. Yeah, we're not taking that lying down. Okay. So, now then. Shit. I actually don't know how I want to go about doing this. Agari? I guess you can... No. Hecate? Maybe? Just do something similar to what I did before? Okay. Well, we still get good level up for her. Maybe even better, because this time we got res, in addition to everything else. I think I would like Phobos here, actually. And then... Eupraxia, you can go here. And we'll have you flanked by... Agari. Begonian behind with... the Compacts. Not that way. Yeah. That's looking like how things are gonna go this time around. There's a decent amount of enemies clustered together. As always, makes for a fun time doing these enemy phases. Yeah. And it looks like we... Oh, nope. Didn't get the same result. Alright, nice job, Nicholas. Come on. Knock it off with the ranged attacks. Hey, Aesir. How you doing today? I am doing okay. I tried on a pair of jeans that are 32 waists that have not been fitting me for the past couple of months, and today they actually fit. So I am definitely losing weight at a pretty solid pace. Unfortunately, some of my good mood is counteracted by me feeling kind of groggy from the night before, because despite I went to bed at a reasonable hour, but I also had for some reason woke up really early, like at 5 a.m. in the morning, at 5 in the morning, and I had trouble getting back to sleep after that. And even when I did, I, still feel weirdly kind of groggy and out of it. So, I am maybe not feeling my absolute best right now, but, the show goes on in spite of that. We're here, we're playing Hag, we're getting some alright level ups. And just generally taking the day as it goes. How about you? How you doing? HP, strength, skill, speed, defense. Okay, Nicholas, you're doing all right. You're doing all right, and I am happy with that. And go. Nice hit. HP, strength, and resistance. Not ideal, but not terrible. Now, Lopez. You can just get rid of either of these two. I'll get rid of the one with more HP for right now. That gets us HP, strength, and luck. Lopez actually getting some luck. Begonia, you can pick off this mage and not quite get a level up. And then, whomst am I going to use to take this one down? I mean, Agari needs the kill the most. I don't know. Oh, she has the Armor Slayer. Never mind. Nice, nice. Level 8. HP and res. Could have done a lot better. Guess it also could have been a lot worse. Now, who's in range of... Yeah. Phobos is still kind of in range of these guys. So... take this guy out. Doing well, playing Shadow of Dawn, sequel to The Dark Amulet. Oh, yeah, the, one was, made by what's-his-name? I can never remember. Vorgus. Yeah. I mean, I took a look at Dark Amulet, and like, it was okay. There were some really interesting story ideas, but that just looked like Enemy Spam the musical, and it did not look appealing to me at all. I don't know if he's learned his lesson at all about not being overly intense with the reinforcements for Shadow of Dawn, but I hope he has. Because I actually really liked the way that Dark Amulet's story ended, even if I didn't really find it all that interesting. And Balliste. Bane of my existence. Uh-oh. Have I just fucked up? I think I did. Son of a bitch. Please try not to cry over me. There's enough sadness in this world. Oh, don't worry, Agari. We're not taking that shit lying down. Phew. Well, dang it. That is actually a bit of a nuisance. It means I have to rethink a whole bunch of how that turn went. I mean, I guess it's as simple as, like, having her do it this way. I mean, it would be nice if the thing just one-shot, but can't always get what we want, I guess. In the meantime... These level ups are not as good as the ones I was getting previously, which is a bit of a nuisance. Alright. Oh well. Alright. The casual deletion of multiple enemies at once. Oh, Lopez. Got such a good level up before, and this time we get cheated out of it. Oh, come on, Begonia. That is not what we need right now. I mean, at least she got the kill, I guess. Kind of funny how if Apate was dropped in the Dark Amulet, the plot would have been resolved in like half as much time. I don't know enough about the story of that hack to really comment on how much I think that's true, but I'll have to take your word for it. Rather foolish of you to attack Pluto, but also means that he's in range of that one mage, and that may cause a problem. That definitely causes a problem. My god. This is getting really out of hand with how many deaths I'm taking in these. I want to get through these chapters. I don't want to have to be constantly resetting in order to fix stupid mistakes every 5 fucking seconds. mean, it's not as painful as it could be with the skip combat button held down, but it does not mean it's especially fun to have to deal with. I mean, maybe, because Kyra's bow is magic, but I mean, I don't really want to do that. No, I don't want to be using the Maelstrom for shit like this. It's the tricky thing with maps like these with side objectives. All I'll say is that the solution was a clever application of healing magic. Okay, I did see that. It was like the weird staff you had to use at the end to beat the final boss. Yeah, that was actually kind of an interesting idea. Alright, and we will not put Pluto in range of a bunch of enemies all at once. Yeah. Take your pawn shots at me, you pesky Bsky. Won't be long before it's you who gets on the receiving end of an arrow. Nice job, Begonia. She said, "I won't miss this time." And obliterated him. And of course, Hecate, the resident res tank. Pate would have figured it out in a couple of chapters. Yeah, probably. Alright. Now then. Okay, we've got swords and axes this way, so I guess Phobos and Lopez can help deal with them. In the meantime, who do I want? I mean, I guess it's gonna have to be Agari. What are your ranks looking like? Predictably pretty similar. We'll use what's accurate. Oop. What the hell was that? Something just fell down behind me. Some sort of like poster or something. It's... I'm going to assume that it was not something important, and not worry about it. Alright. And now it's time for casual deletion of Pegasi. Phobos, who has a vulnerary that they can trade to him? Fongo, you can use this. And then Phobos can yoink it and use it on himself. So Eupraxia has to go over this way to get these two folks. So I think that's what I'm going to have her do. Alright. Heal up. And Hecate, you visit this village.
Man, I can't believe I overslept. What if today's the day those heretics try to pass through? Yeah, at least you can get out there. Better late than never. I'm still healing from that injury I took while training. You know, when someone got a little too carried away during mock combat? Oh, in the name of, how many times must I apologize?
Besides, it really doesn't look that terrible to me. Free vacation because of a tiny little sprained ankle? And you're complaining. You should be thanking me. Of course, I'll just laze around here while you get all the glory. Go then, grab your sword and go behead some heretics. They promised a promotion to the one who finds the life ringer. Heh, and with luck, I'll be the one. But don't worry, I'll name you my lieutenant or something. Wait, my sword! Where's my sword? Someone stole my sword! That's what happens when you get careless. Guess we're both out of commission then. Round of chess? Sure. That's cute. Phew, that's 2 less enemies. And a new sword. Nice job, Hecate. I do like this hack's sense of humor. It is quite engaging. Okay, now. Ooh, this guy. I forgot that this guy was a thing. Pedro, Lieutenant of General Telemus, highly dedicated. He has a droppable Hoplon guard, at the very least. And Telemus, the level-headed commander of Tartaros' border guard at the Twin Bridges. He has a master seal that I will not be getting because he is sparable. And I would like to do that because he is a unit who will be interesting to have on our team going forward. Meantime, Lopez will have you here with the Zanbato equipped. And Nikolaos, you can go over to the right. Now the bandits are charging towards the village on the left side. Alright. Phobos, you're taking some chunks of damage. Let me think. How do I want to go about this? Well, Pluto, you need to go this way, because there's Pegasus Knights that are gunning for us. Nikolaos, you trade Begonia your Vulnerary. At the moment, it's looking like the left bridge squad is in more danger of taking lots and lots of damage than the right side is. Hecate, you go over here and you take Begonia's Vulnerary. Now then. Lopez, you can just dink this guy and take a nice, get us a nice coin. Kyra can take this guy out. Get a level up. And we get strength, magic, speed, and luck. More speed is appreciated on Kyra. She is always in need of that. Alright, and then it's just casual deletion of these guys. Phobos, I think I'm just going to have you use the last thing of Vulnerary. Oh, nice dodge, Hecate. That saves us a lot of trouble. Oh, wow. I did not see that crit animation play. I didn't necessarily want that from you, because I didn't want you eating more hits from the Pegasi, but you know, one of them decided to go for Pluto instead. Which is probably smarter policy in the long run for it than anything else, but whatever. Okay. Now then. Pate. You're going down south, because these guys, I think, could use healing a little bit more than the ones on the right side at the moment. Meanwhile, Agari, you can take on this guy. HP, strength, magic, and luck. Nice. He's getting a decent amount more magic than I was expecting her to. Eupraxia, you are going to go for the recruitables. Begonia, you get Agari her 1-2 range ready. And then Nikolaos bring up the rear. And then Apate. Let's see here. Kyra, you just straight up... I think my guys can just straight up clobber this idiot in the ballista. So that's what we'll do. And then... Kyra, you can go here. It's a nice juicy distraction for... Nice juicy distraction for some of those enemies down south to... Oh. There's a legendary general in Shadow of Dawn known as the Black Dragon. I think he'll be an enemy later on, but as of now he's an ally in the chapter I'm at. Interesting. I think that will be set for the next turn. In that formation. Come on, Agari. Pesky firebrand myrmidons. Agari is in need of some health. I don't know if I have the capacity to get it to her right away. This is going to be tricky. Alright, so let's see here. As usual, I want to try and feed Lopez kills when I can. I don't know if the rest of my squad is going to cooperate with letting me get those for him. Well, always find a way. Somehow you always find a way with these types of things. Phobos, you need Steel Sword to take this one out. Phobos, I think you're gonna have to... Well, maybe Kyra will have to be the one to get the village. Alright, Apate, thank you for the heal. Okay, who has a vulnerary? No one on this side. That's actually a pain in the ass. You know, there's a freaking ballista over here. Agari, I think I'm gonna have you double back to the left side. You have the movement range to do that, and honestly, I would rather you not be in the range of a ballista when when moving downwards. Okay. Eupraxia, let's get you over here to recruit some peepables. Begonia, take this guy out. Nikolaus, take this guy out. And then Hecate, let's see what the shops offer. Iron, steel, firebrand. Hand axes, we could definitely use a couple of those. Aside from that, I don't think we're gonna need anything from the armory. I'll check and see what the vendor has next turn. Alright, we've got more pesky bungholes to deal with. Okay, fire, hurricane, flux. I think I'll buy one vulnerary. Just for the sake of having it. Pluto, you're gonna have to put some work in with the longbow. Level up. It's HP, strength, magic, skill, and luck. Ooh. Pluto, you're only 2 chapters away before the certain pre-promoted sniper joins, so you are definitely trying to make the case for being used. Anyways, Eupraxia, talk to Wulfric. Could it be? Somebody we know, Wulfric. My, oh my, what an unexpected surprise. Eupraxia? Wulfric, how could you get us so turned around? Come now, Tiresias. Seriously? Oh, please don't chastise your partner. He has not led you astray. It is I who is out of place. Heh, missed us already? Just the company, in general. It took me so many years to get used to solitude. And all of a fortnight to yearn for human contact anew. Thus, I joined this company and left the woods behind. Lady Eupraxia, it is not safe here. The Theocracy's soldiers are out for blood on this day. Oh, I know. They're here for my companions, I believe. What? It is you that they seek? When I met them, they were defending themselves from the Inquisition. I have not asked for details, but, well, Tiresias, one of yours, is with them. Wulfric, we must help. I agree, but I cannot leave you here. Please, climb onto Shepherd and hang tight. Got it. There's room for one more, Eupraxia. Any more encumbrance will limit Wulfric's ability to fight. Trust me, they'll be more sorry to encounter me than I'll be. Huh, did you hear that, Wulfric? Our sweet friend Eupraxia had a warrior in her all along. It will be an honor to call you my sister-in-arms, Lady Eupraxia. Let us see us all safely through this predicament. It's a bit of an awkwardly worded sentence. Alright, Wulfric. An errant Glamorgan knight, Tiresias' inexorable companion. He's a dark rider, mounted Glamorgan knights, adept with piercing lance and deadly bow. They promote into Black Dragoon, and Great Knight. So yeah, Wulfric. So those are some decently competent bases, actually, for this part. Growths are 50 strength, 20 magic, 40 skill, 40 speed, 40 luck, 30 defense, 10 res, and 80 HP. Not too bad, I would say. I don't know, again, I don't know if he's long-term material. He starts with a freaking heavy spear in his inventory. That's not exactly ideal, I would say, but oh well. Ow, Nikolaus, that was a binding blade moment at a time I did not need them. Alright, nice work, Begonia. Cleaning up his mistakes. Alright, you get over here. Alright, Kyra, you're probably going to need to deal with this situation here. This guy here. I'm just out of his range. Alright, Phobos. Chip this bandit down. getting hit by a 35%. Always a joy. Alright, Lopez, HP, skill, and speed. Alright, we'll take that. Fungo, I don't really like the idea of putting you in this guy's range, but I'm sure the three of you can manage, question mark. Meanwhile, Kyra can go this way. Oh, this asshole has a killer bow. Nope, we are not dealing with that. Kyra, kindly maelstrom him out of existence. Nice. What's your opinion up until now? If you're talking about this hack, I mean, I've been struggling with some of these early game maps because they actually have a decently high enemy density. But like I'm enjoying it for the most part so far. Going somewhere, are we, heretics? Exult! Today you fall in the name of Tartarus. Oh, Fimbleventer. Yeah, I think I am overall enjoying it so far. Like, the story is mostly what's keeping me going for now. The hack's a bit stingy on resources at the start, so, you know, and between that and some of the enemy density and whatnot, there's been some frustration with some of these early game maps, but, you know, it's not necessarily poorly designed, I think, outside of maybe one or two maps. Like, even this map, like, I've had a couple deaths so far, but it's been a decent bit easier, compared to, oh, Fungo, you just one-shot that guy. Do I want to do that, though? Bateau deals 20. And I think Lopez has gotten plenty enough kills. Nice shot, Fango. No, how could I fail to stop them? Get out of here, Pedro. Alright, Fango, you get HP, skill, and speed. Alrighty. And with that done, I don't know. I mean, this side of the map is starting to get a little dicey now. Let's see here. Okay, Hecate, you can't get to the action just yet. You have a sword, so I think Nikolaos is going to be the one to engage you. Can't kill, though. That's a nuisance. Eupraxia, get your ass over here, please. I think what I'm gonna do... Well, first off, Kyra, get this village.
Are you those people who have a heretic with them? Please, don't linger here. I'll have to report you. Or else I'll be the one who gets drawn and quartered. I don't bear you any ill will, it's just... you know how it is. Oh, but before you go, here, take this. Not all of us blindly believe what the church says. Now go, hurry, quickly, before anyone sees.
Repair Hammer! That's basically a free Hermern staff that anybody can use. Which I think is kind of neat. Now, we don't have to fight Telemus, and it's actually recommended that we don't do that. But I am going to have Phobos go this way, just to help try and alleviate some of the pressure on the right side. Meanwhile, Lopez, you can just escape south. And that is what we are going to do for most of our units at this point. Pluto. Alright. Pluto shooting down. Now, as for... I think what we'll do is we'll have Begonia conk this guy on the head. Conk him on the noggin. Alright, HP and luck. Alright. My plan is working, somewhat. Some of the enemies on that right side are getting drawn over to the rest of our army. But the map is really huge. Wow. Yeah, this is a pretty decently sized map. Come on. I knew that was going to happen as soon as I saw it. Crab-ass. Oh, well. Shouldn't take us too long to get back to where we were. Thanks for the Hoplon guard. Blah, blah, blah. Lopez, get out of here. Phobos, go this way to draw some enemies to your side. Man. They have no fucking vulneraries over here. And now Begonia's low on health. HP, strength, magic, speed. Don't get a level up like that when you're about to get picked off by a fucking ballista. Oh, wait. Nope. Nope. Wolfric. Wolfric coming in clutch. He doubles the hand axe, douchebag. Alright. Alright, we may have a chance. Begonia. Oh, thank God. Yeah, hit me. What hacks are your favorite, and any plans what you want to play next? I mean, that won't be for a while, because the hacks that I'm currently playing are, you know, they've been taking a decent amount of time to get through, but I'm thinking that next I want to play Shackled Power, and beyond that I'm actually not sure. Okay, Wolfric, you can just Hail Mary and get rid of this Ballistician, which is remarkably convenient. Like, actually having a mounted bow user at this point in the game is actually quite appealing, I will admit. I'm gonna have some of my lower health characters back off a little bit from the action. Meanwhile, Fungo, you can just straight up kill this guy. HP, magic, and speed. He's getting speed. Damn. He is getting that speed stat. I am impressed. Gary, I think I'm just gonna have you book it towards the exit. And then Phobos, you go here to draw that guy out. And I think that's... Oop, Kyra. You know what, Kyra? Let's go. Out, everyone. We've places to be. Yeah. Alright. Ouch. That's not a hit I was wanting to eat, particularly. Alright. Meanwhile, Phobos. I'm surprised that Ironblade guy didn't go for Fungo, considering that he would have had weapon triangle advantage, but... Crisis averted! Yeah. Ooh, that's not a hit I was especially wanting to eat. Dang. Ugh. Alright, this is where things get tricksy. Hecate, you come in, bop this guy. Alright, that's good. Wolfric, I'm gonna trust you to hit this. Good job. And your first level up is HP, strength, skill, speed, and luck. Okay, you know what, Wolfric? I might not mind using you, honestly. The only thing is that there's going to be another mounted bow user who gives a leadership star later on in the game, but I can worry about that later. Meantime, Phobos, kindly kill this jerk. Level up. Get strength, skill, and luck. It's funny, because these characters have, out of my way, I'm getting out of here. These characters have actually been, growing at a pretty decent pace, all things considered. And I've been having some pretty good luck with level ups, too.
Another day, another win. We're unstoppable.
Nice job indeed. Apate, I'm gonna prioritize healing characters with you rather than anything else. Alright.
That was horrible.
Alright. Wolfric, I'm actually gonna have you get this, this hint house here. Just for the sake of it.
You ought to be those heretics that we've heard so much about. I don't know how, but you've angered the upper echelons of Tartaros. I will not hinder you. On this side of the bridges, we are Glamorgan. But if I might beg a boon of you, please, spare good Sir Telemus. I've lived in this corner of the realm all my life, since Tartaros' occupation. We endured all manner of bullies and miniature dictators, until Sir Telemus. I shudder to imagine who they'd send to replace him were he to fall. All you want is to escape Tartaros, right? Just go. Run south as fast as you can. I have witnessed many in your situation. Sir Telemus will not give chase. Alright. And then the rest of the map is mostly just going to be us getting the heck out of here. And getting the Hecate out of here as well. Wolfric, let me secure the path forward. Nikolaos.
What a thrill! Let's never do that again.
Reminds me of that one quote from Pirates of the Caribbean 4. Jack said, I hope everyone was watching that, because I will definitely not be doing it again. I live through one more day. Escape. Whew, haven't done this much exercise in some time. Fantastic.
I may run today, but make no mistake, I ain't gonna forget this.
Kyra, what are you doing? We need to go back there and seize the fort.
Why? All we want is to cross the border.
We've left our rear guard wide open. They could easily hunt us down before we make it to Glamorgan proper.
Well, are they doing that?
Well, no. Not yet, at any rate, but...
Perry, how about you being bloodthirsty on your own time? Let Kyra lead as she sees fit. So far, she's proven reliable.
Look, trust me on this one, okay? I have a feeling we'll get no problems from the fort.
If we do, I shall see to them myself. Leave the rear guard to me.
That's my Perry.
Well, I'll be. We really did it. We showed the Inquisition what for and lived to tell the tale. You get more impressive every day, Kyra. Don't think many proper tacticians would have done it better. Oh, yeah, sorry. Leaving Tartaros ain't no cause for celebration for you, huh? No, it's not that. I don't know, it's weird. Just doesn't feel like much of an accomplishment. Can't say you grow more humble by the day, though. Hey, that's not what I mean, and you know it. It's just, this was only the first step. First of many. Pericles will want us to help him fight back against Tartaros. And all things considered, I might agree to do so.
That's so. Well, it's not like they've earned my deepest sympathies. Say, where do you stand on this, Apate?
I do not know Pericles' reasons, but the theocracy needs to be stopped.
Look, the point is, there's so much left to be done. I'm not sure where to start. Where do we even go now?
Well, I do have a couple ideas for what we could do next, if you want to hear them.
Do you?
Well, he's the only one who's actually from this country. What's the plan, Redbeard? First, we find an inn. Then we get a good night's sleep. It's high time we did. In fact, make it 2. We've earned it. Then and only then I'll tell you the plan. I'm willing to agree to those terms. Fine, I understand where you're coming from. I suppose we can afford a short breather. Come on, Apate, I'll buy you a drink alongside Pericles. You'll see how fast I get you two to open up. Yeesh, didn't think that'd work, but at least respond. That's Apate for you. Don't take it personally. Well, in any case, let's go and find us that inn, Yeah, it's getting late. Let's rest up while we still can. Things will only get more hectic. One moment, if you please. You are the group that just crossed the bridges, I presume? Who asks? Peace. Our positions are not so dissimilar. I too have been granted the label of heretic. You are trying to get out too, huh? Normally the border isn't so tightly guarded. You people must have truly rattled the hornet's nest. Yet, likewise, your bold initiative allowed us to pass as well. You have our thanks, and my curiosity. About us, we're a mix of heretics, fugitives, and rebels. In other words, the perfect recipe to incur the Inquisition's wrath. No wonder they were so intent on catching you. Excuse me, I hope this doesn't come across as insulting, but you'd probably be better off traveling with a group. Especially given your, I see what you're getting at. Frankly, I had hoped you'd offer. It is not often I get to meet fellow heretics. I would love to converse with them. For my research, you see. I don't know if you'll have much luck with Apate. She loves her secrets, that one. Either way, you are welcome to stay as long as you want. Naturally, we will not be undue burdens. I will assist you in whatever battles you fight in the days to come. I would only request that you keep Tiresias out of harm's way. His name's Wulfric, by the way. Yes, forgive me. Where are my manners? No problem. Welcome to the group, both of you. Alright. Oh. We get to see what the Pope's up to. O Dolus IV, Holy Hierophant of Tartaros. Her Highness Grand Inquisitor Sandrodiga has returned. She requests an audience. Will you accept?
Usher her in.
At once.
My lord, I bring tidings of the utmost importance.
What were you able to ascertain of the reports we received?
Regrettably, I was forced to abandon that task prematurely. Believe me, however, when I say that it was not a decision made lightly. While I was in the countryside, I got word of something truly astonishing. Such was the gravity of the matter that I had to see for myself immediately.
Enough preamble, Sandrodiga. You know I detest these songs and dancers.
I found her, my liege.
Where is she?
She is as devious and crafty an opponent as you've always said. I found her and apprehended her, but by that time she'd made moves of her own. She already had the local militia wrapped around her finger. Dancing at the end of her strings, they released her. That being said, I beg you to temper your disappointment. I have a source of information at her side, shall we say. From here on out, every time she moves or breathes, we shall know.
It is more than I could have expected. But you say you've managed to detain her for a time. You know what the source of a heretic's power is. I trust you confiscated her forbidden conduits.
I fear I must confess to a lapse in judgment. We were only going to remain in the local jailhouse for a few hours. While we prepared to return, I put her in a cell with all of her belongings. I underestimated the boldness and ability of our puppets. I can only pray for your forgiveness. Do you have any orders, my liege?
You will admit that this has not been your finest showing. But as you said, I know how shrewd she can be. My orders are twofold. First, return to the south at once. However long it takes, you will bring her back to Amnisos. Alive, if possible. But you shan't be punished if you bring her head.
That was to be expected. And the second order?
Do not be so careless again, Sandrodiga. That woman is the greatest living threat to our theocracy. She must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Thy will be done, O holy Hierophant. May the Mother's mercy be upon you.
May she watch over you. Apate. Once more, it begins.
Ooh. Fun, fun, fun. Hey, Matt. I'm on break at work right now, so I won't be here long. That's fine. What would Apate drink? White wine? Good question. I mean, I could definitely see her, going all in on the white thing with, white wine spritzer. Yeah. Okay. One quick stretch. And then it's off to... Ooh. We're doing this now. I had a feeling it would be this next. Roadside stop.
Phew, I hadn't slept so well in ages.
I must concur. I had nearly forgotten what true rest felt like.
So was I right or was I right? It was a good idea to make a stop.
Indeed. However, now is the time for us to be set out anew.
Yeah, hear ya. Alright, let's... Hey, what's all the ruckus over there?
Well, let's find out.
Come one, come all, and heed my words. For I am the great merchant Eudoxus. The roads are treacherous these days, ladies and gentlemen. Have you never pondered how much safer you'd feel if you had not neglected to hire protectors before you set out? Let woe consume you not, for I bring the solution to your plight. These here mercenaries are the cream of the crop. Hire them to never again know the meaning of the word danger. And because I am a truly selfless soul, a deal of value unparalleled. Hire your first for free, and the second at a discount. Thus says the great merchant Eudoxus. Now, step up to the plate, and don't be shy. I shall hear all bids.
That was the worst sales pitch I've heard in my life. That takes a special kind of talent too, you know.
Still, this is a rather curious instance of happenstance. This is precisely what we were seeking in crossing the border.
Yeah, that's true. Think any of these goons are any good? Well, since we can take one for free, I say we do that. Let's take a look at the wares, shall we? Yeah. So this is a fun little thing. We get our choice of one of 3 units. We have Vasiliki, Fructuoso, and Cimerius. So the basic gist with this is that Vasiliki has absolutely terrible bases, but her skill is that she will occasionally make vulneraries at the base camp. So I generally think that she's the best pick of the 3 starting out. Fructuoso is a bandit with decent defense and a decent defense growth. His speed is pretty miserable, though. He has Provoke, which in GBA Fire Emblem means that enemies will always choose to attack him over others. So he can, and like, it's not a half bad strategy. The only problem is that he also has a skill that causes him to take extra damage after combat. So he's not exactly the best defensive tank. And then you have Cimerius, who definitely has the best stats out of the 3, but he also has Shade, meaning that I think that means he will never be targeted by attacks if the enemy has the capacity to go for somebody else. Now the echo of Spritzer is in my head. Yeah, that's exactly what I was referencing, my guy. So I'm glad you picked up on that. So, I'm going to go for what I think is the best choice starting out, which is Vasiliki. Vasiliki, admittedly, only makes 5 vulneraries over the course of the game, over the course of the campaign, but, like, every little bit helps, and she comes with a vulnerary, too, so, I think she's probably the most worthwhile choice to pick first off. You're a tad young, aren't you?
Well, as a matter of fact, I came of age last year. My name's Vasiliki. I live in a village near Lamazine. My parents are poor, and they are getting old. It's up to me to provide for them like they did for me. I'm new to this business, but I'm okay with a bow. I promise I'll pull my weight.
I don't know. What's your opinion, you two?
She looks utterly worthless as a combatant.
Pericles, not so loud.
It's alright. I know I'm really bad at everything. Just move on. Don't worry about my feelings. I'll just smile through the pain. Smile, smile.
Don't just capitulate like that. Bite back, girl. Look, I'll help you. Well, maybe on the battlefield you're not so good. But how about out of it? You got any other talents we could use?
I do have a bit of a hobby of picking special herbs. Did you know that there are thousands of different plants in the world? One day I hope to learn more about them.
Is this going anywhere, Redbeard? Well, I have a gut feeling it is. Always trust my gut, Kyra. Keep going, Vasiliki.
A while back I learned how to make basic medicines. Just for fun, and, well, so I can take care of my parents better. Medicine's expensive, and I don't know if we'll always be able to afford it.
Well, that's it. Maybe she could make some medicines for us.
That'd be a huge boon. I'm kinda slow at it, though, and I can't make them in bulk. But yeah, if you hire me, I'll totally make you some vulneraries.
Hire this mercenary.
Oh, thank you so much. You won't regret it. I'm gonna try my very best. I'll make you proud, boss.
It's just Kyra. And don't overexert yourself now, you hear? I don't want your death on my conscience. Look out for yourself above all else.
Wow, you just met and you're showing such concern. You're hiring me to protect you, you know? Real pleasure to be working for such kind people, yes siree.
And she joins us.
Ha! A deal has been made. A deal of epic proportions, dare I say. This brave soul is yours. Thy bidding be followed, and thy life be safe.
And now let us discuss the rates for the other. Say, Kyra, we were in a bit of a hurry, weren't we? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, so we were. Better go before Apate starts getting stressed again.
Let us awaken our companions and depart at once.
Fare thee well, salesman.
No matter, they'll be back. They're always back. And then I will make my riches.
Yeah, get fucked, you fat ass. We gotta extort her for all her worth. Yes, indeed. Alright, now for the next proper chapter. Chapter 8, Introduction to Intrigue.
It feels nice to feel safe for once. No one jumping out of the shadows to cut our necks. Just tranquil rivers, quiet peaks, and soft winds.
Quite correct, my young friend. I agree wholeheartedly. I had never before been to Glamorgan besides. It is as beautiful a land as the bards claim in their songs.
Yeah, very nice. But you two are wrong. We are in danger. Or at least, I am.
Of dying of boredom. Oh, how the sinner resents the absence of turmoil.
Shut your mouth, preacher.
Don't get me wrong, I'm tempted to agree. I was just getting used to it.
Father Kairos, it deeply unsettles me to hear a priest speak so...
I take it back. You're all right, preacher. Glad to have your endorsement, sinner. Well, either way, I'm just going to enjoy this while it lasts. I know it won't last. It's all going to fall apart soon. I know it. I can feel it in my gut. May the Mother protect us. And if we must fight, may she at least see us safe and our enemies dead.
Please stop saying things like that.
It's your own fault, Sorter. I enjoy rattling you. Pfft. Oh, Elias, you're all the way here in the front?
Outstanding, little boy.
Truly, you should be proud of yourself.
Come on, I hate when people praise every little thing I do.
Don't worry, Slowpoke. I'm here to rain on your parade. I bet you can't beat me to that tree there in the distance.
You're on.
Man, I wish I had half the courage that kid has. Well, we can't all be blessed with bravery, but we are all capable of trying our best, Phobos.
Aye, that we are.
Whoa, where are you going so fast? Oh, is there something interesting over there? I want to see too. Wait for me.
Will you deign to tell us where we are going this century, Edward? At your age, milady, you ought to have learned the value of patience. And manners. Ever heard of the word please? At my age, as you put it, I have learned the importance of time. It is not to be wasted, much less over pointless whims. It is starting to look like we roam aimlessly across the realm.
I must concur with with Lady Apate. We have a momentous task ahead of us. Tell us in truth, Edward. Do you have a proper plan?
No sense of wonder either of ya. Personally, I'm enjoying the break. It's nice after all the running and fighting. Ha! The great leader's on my side. Looks like I win this round. So infantile. That being said, why don't you spill the beans now? Just so these two don't lose their marbles. Twist my arm, will ya? Okay, I yield. These pretty pastures we are walking through belong to Wrexham.
Yes, it is the Margravate that borders with Tartaros. I believe we know all this.
Alright, smarty pants, then answer me a question. Do you know who rules over this little slice of heaven?
If I recall, the current Margravate's name is Barlow.
Oh, Barlow? You're good friends with the Glamorgan guy called Barlow, right? Oh, yep. This Barlow, to be precise. You never mentioned he was the Margrave of the neighboring territory. Didn't come up, I guess.
That's it? We are going to try and sway a foreign leader to our side. I know we came to Glamorgan seeking allies, but primarily I was thinking of hiring some mercenaries. Following the Margrave, I don't feel comfortable with that. This is our battle, Edward, not Glamorgan's.
You done? If you've got any better ideas, I'm all ears. Look, I can't exactly guarantee we will get anything out of this. But the man's brilliant. He used to be a quite famous strategist. With his help, we could accomplish anything. I knew it. And he is a genuinely good man. I can promise you that. If nothing else, I'm sure he'll offer us his hospitality. It's as good a place as any to start, right? Good. That is all I wanted to know. Well, did it kill you to be forthcoming with us? No pithy comebacks this time. Whoa, that's a lot of armed soldiers.
The Margrave's army is mightier than I would have expected.
Those ain't soldiers. Uh-ohs. I will not ask you again, you curs. Leave here or die. We'll leave after we take the Margrave's head. Employer's orders. Sorry, pal. Go ahead, try. See how that works out for you. I say to you what you said to me. Leave us to do our work, or die. Likewise, I am only leaving when your heads are on pikes. So shut up and stab me before I can put an arrow in your neck. If you can, that is. You don't mince words, do you? It's a pity. Have it your way. You'll all die with the old fool. Yes, insult him. The angrier you make me, the easier this'll be. It's time, everyone. No matter what, we'll fulfill our contract. Kill everybody outside and inside, except, well, you know. Don't go killing our paycheck now. The castle is surrounded. Barlow! They're here to kill him, Kyra. There's no other explanation. He's our only hope for an ally as things stand, Kyra. You don't have to convince me, Redbeard. I'm not letting any friend of yours die on my watch. Kyra. We'll take out the assassins by storm and dispatch them. We should meet up with the leader of the guards, too. Let's go, everyone. Quickly now. When I heard that name, I thought he was evil because of a certain other Barlow. Ooh. God, why does that sound familiar? Because, like, I think I know what you're talking about, but I cannot remember the game. Cannot remember the game where there was a villain named Barlow. Was it like a Final Fantasy or something? God, I don't know. I'm sure you'll type it in chat in a minute. Anyways, base camp time. Let's see what's going round down here. First things first. Talk to Hestia. Ah, is that you, Kyra? I wish to thank you once more for welcoming you to your bunch. It's not a bother. I see you're getting along with Hestia there. That is why I wish to thank you again. Not only do I get a whole army to keep me safe on the road,
but an impressive craftswoman to geek out with. If you'll pardon the expression. Tiresias here specializes in magic, but it's not so different. Be molten steel or incorporeal energies, we both just hammer stuff into shape. I think that should be it molten steel or whatever. In a manner of speaking. It is rather nice to have someone I can talk to about our stuff. You can talk to me? Yeah, but you're the only one I count on to put my creations to use. With Tiresias here, I can ramble about the more boring details. Boring details is what I live for. Well, I'm already terrified about what you two are going to whip up together. You should be. Nothing's more dangerous than two crazies experimenting for fun. We might set the camp on fire. Be very careful, girl. Please don't. Elias is here. How cute. Alright, Wulfric. Lady Kyra, words cannot express how grateful I am to you. Not another one. What's with you noble dandies and your honorifics? I'm as common as it gets. Anything beyond Kyra makes me feel weird. Pardon me. Tiresias often tells me I need to stop being such a stick in the mud. But I am not a nobleman. Not truly. You aren't? That's a surprise. Do you just like talking that way, then? It's a long story. Oh. That aside, I truly am most grateful. It has been a long time since I could rest easy, knowing that Tiresias is safe among friends. We've been alone on the road for far too long. How did you two meet anyway? You're Glamorgan, right? He and a small cohort of like-minded individuals fled Tartaros years ago. You could probably hazard a guess as to their reasons. But those uncaring monsters, they were so worried for their own skin. They marched at speed. Tiresias fell behind, and they abandoned him. Is that when you found him? Lucky break. No, I found the mangled bodies of his fellow escapees. Brigands fell upon them. Ironically, being left behind saved Tiresias. One of them had some strength left. He begged me to seek him out. So I did. Fortunately, he hadn't wandered too far from the path. And you've been together ever since. I had not a home nor anybody to call a loved one, and neither did he. Tiresias, he's a wonderful person. You can already tell, right? He could be cursing the mother or anyone else for his misfortune. Instead, he is quick with a joke, a smile, and a hearty laugh. Only because he has a faithful companion to guide him along. I can tell that, too. He doesn't need his sight when he has you. Please, Kyra, don't hesitate to let me know how I can be of help. That's nice. You mean Barlow from Order of Ecclesia, Castlevania. Right. Order of Ecclesia is not a game that I immediately think of, because it's actually my personal least favorite of the DS Castlevania Metroidvanias. Good game, just not one I'm as fond of.
Commander!
Hey, Vasiliki.
You know, I wanted to ask you something. I just realized you're an archer too. Way better than me at that.
Yeah?
Why would you pick me? You can do everything I could.
I don't know how to make vulneraries. Only you can make them.
Yeah, maybe a handful by the time my contract is through. I mean, it'll be great practice for me, but...
Why are you arguing about my choice to hire you? Oh, you're so endearing. Such a breath of fresh air. With all that's going on, I needed that. Thanks. I'm glad I picked you.
Happy to help.
Vasiliki is really cute. Nothing up here. Nothing from Pluto. Nothing over on this side, so I guess it's just talk to... Oops. Talk to Eli over here. How are you liking Glamorgan, Elias?
It's alright, I guess. But I'm used to the countryside. I've lived there my whole life.
That's true, yeah. Here's hoping we get to see something different. But I'm afraid we aren't going to be visiting that place anytime soon.
It's alright. It wasn't any closer before we left.
One day, big guy. Maybe sooner than you think. The way things are going, we might end up in the capital at the end. We'll probably be there to fight, I won't lie, but... Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to take you to see the Mother's Font.
Do you think it's true that it never runs out, like they say?
Bah, it's probably just the same water being reused.
Yeah. Still, it's nice to think about it. What will you pray for if we get to visit?
I guess I'll pray for our parents' souls, and, I don't know, big guy. You know me, I'm no believer. What about you?
I'd pray for you.
For me, huh?
You're always getting into trouble. Often because of me, too. I just want you to stay safe. That's really all I want.
Don't worry, Elias. I'll be okay. That's a promise.
That's not something you can really promise, though, is it?
Look, try not to think all these dark thoughts, alright? I won't be in any less risk if you worry yourself sick over me.
Sicker, you mean? Sorry. I'm just a bit tired is all. Didn't sleep so well.
After all that's happened, I can't blame you. Go early tonight, would you? I know it's not something you can exactly force, but try to rest up.
Yeah, okay.
It's such a sweet little talk conversation. Alright, let's leave camp. Get back to business. Alrighty, so we have 11 slots for this. Vasiliki, you are going to be a fixture of the bench. Meanwhile, Wulfric, let's see here. You actually would be a solid replacement for Pluto. Like, Pluto, as much as... Like, it is kind of worth training him up because of things that happen later on in the story, but to be honest, he's really not... He really doesn't need it. Like, the chapter where he has to be around for to recruit that one character, it's pretty dang easy if you know what you're doing. So, I don't really see the point in it. Besides, Wulfric actually has some solid defenses, all things considered. Only character with more defense at this point is, I think, Nikolaos. Yeah, Nikolaos has a defense of 10. You're going to get another knight at this point, some point. Yes, or Lath. Ooh, her bases are... Were her bases always this good? Like, I know this hack has gone through a few revisions, but gotta get back to work. See you later. Okay, thanks for tuning in, Matt. It's good to have you here while you were here. Were Lath's bases always this good? Because, like, I swear she was not, like, this statted up, when, you know, in earlier versions of this project. Because, goddamn, those are some pretty cracked bases for this point in the game. Like, compare her to Nikolaos, like she actually does kind of beat him out in just about every stat, honestly. Slightly. Damn. Alright, steel sword. You have lance, bow. Okay. So I need a lance user up front. That's gonna be Nikolaos and I guess Wulfric. Meanwhile, we have these guys here. Huh. Alright. We also have Edward for this chapter, and he's honestly going to be more of a nuisance than anything, because he has 14 con, and he's going to be kill-stealing a whole bunch of enemies before we have the chance to... stop him. So I think what I'm going to do is... Begonia, you go here. And then Agari can be behind you. Fungo, you go here. Wulfric, you go... No, not up front. Yeah, I think that looks like a good formation. Now for inventory management. Lopez... Well, we need to sell your coins first. Fungo. Hecate, dump all these excess weapons in the convoy. Lopez. I'm gonna have you take our Agari's Armor Slayer, just so you'll have something a little extra. Wolfric, you're set. Eupraxia. Nicolaus, you get the Hoplon Guard because you have solid defenses. Begonia, I am going to have you take Fungo's Halberd. And then Fungo, you can get Hammer and a Hand Axe, and one extra Vulnerary because you're going to be a frontliner. Agari, you can take the other Vuln. I think that'll have to be it for... Yeah, that's probably going to have to be it for the time being. In the meantime, we sell off some coins and this pure water because I don't really see myself using it. Alright. That looks good. Actually, how much am I going to need that? Need armor-killing weapons in this chapter. Yeah, it doesn't really look like there's going to be a whole lot of them. There's this pesky Black Dragoon here. The Felbow. So, oops. So, let's put the hammer away. It is not stop hammer time. Lopez, put the Armor Slayer away. And Wolfric, put the Heavy Spear away. Alright. I think this is looking good. So, let's get down to business. If Edward or Fiad die on this map, it is game over. Alright. So first we have to get rid of Miss Assassin over here. Sinead, an assassin under orders of an unknown agent, tasked with murdering Margrave Barlow. She's an assassin. Masters of the killing arts capable of killing a person before they can flinch. Alright. So, first things first. Nicolaus. Get up here. Equip Iron Lance. How far do these guys reach? Begonia, go up here. Gari behind her. Lopez here. Fungo here. Kyra. Do not have Maelstrom equipped right away. We'll frick with Iron Lance. Prexia. Hecate. Pate. And then we have the usual battles between green and red. It is the holiday season, fast approaching. Yeah, I'm just gonna have my finger on the L button for most of this. I do not want to waste my time watching a bunch of green units fight. Okay, that was not something I necessarily wanted to have happen, but it happened, so we shall be forced to deal with it. Nicolaus doing a good job of tanking these hits. Meanwhile, you are dead. Oh, that poor green unit.
Bah, curse these dogs. Too many of them. Hey, Orlaith, listen up. As much as I hate to admit it, we could use a hand or three. They've got all directions blocked except the east. Head that way and see if you can find one of the patrols. Or the border watch. Or a child with a slingshot. I don't care. Just bring back any help you can find in a timely manner. Are you sure we can afford to lose the manpower here? It's just one night. That won't change anything. And on your lonesome, you'll be able to slip past them unnoticed. Their eyes are set on the castle. They shouldn't bother you. At first, at any rate. Fair points all. I'll do what I can, but I can't imagine help will just rain down on us from the sky. No, but if we don't try to seek it out, we're sure not to find it. What are you still doing here, then? Get going. Good luck. And then Edward, you're gonna come in and steal from us. Meanwhile, these pirates are going to clean out some of the enemies close to them. The pesky cleave bow. Do not like bows that deal effective damage to archers.
It appears they move to strike at the castle guard. We can comfortably assume that they are here for blood.
Quite the unfortunate situation you find yourself in, Barlow. I don't suppose you had anything to do with it, Zacchaeus.
The gall! You dare accuse me of something, Delilah? If this is anybody's doing, it is yours and none else's.
Me? Oh, I couldn't hurt a fly. Hire assassins? Why, I never.
Calm yourselves, both of you. We can argue over this later. For the time being, we must concentrate on our safety.
Ah, the whelp speaks. All stand in awe of his wisdom.
Zacchaeus, cease behaving like a witless child. It is highly unbecoming of your station.
A child? Calling me a child? Surely you jest. Why, maybe it was you who called upon these lowlifes. It is the manner of debauchery that you so love to indulge in.
Watch your mouth, Zacchaeus. You insult me. I would never debase myself with such boorish methods.
Ha! A likely story.
I do have to agree with him there, Simeon. Why don't you go out there and face them? If you get cut to ribbons, we'll know you were innocent. Then we'll cry on each other's shoulders at your funeral.
A jest in poor taste, and yet not in the least unexpected. If you were as poor as your taste, you'd be begging for my pocket change.
Good one. Absolutely scintillating. Did you stay up past your bedtime rehearsing that one?
Barlow, this is your castle and your life being threatened. Have you nothing to add? To this utterly puerile conversation? No, but by all means keep going. I understand that you must keep yourselves entertained. I shall simply continue to observe the battlefield.
You should take some responsibility. Our lives are in peril because of you.
That's right. This is all your fault.
We have all heard the tales of your prodigious military mind, Barlow. Yet what I am seeing here today is thoroughly disappointing. We are cornered like rats. Is this truly the best you can do?
How dare you ignore me? Say something to me, Barlow. Ha! Settle down, boy. This is a conversation for the adults. Why you? They are many, and they know their way around a blade. Fiat, I pray your bow arm will see us through the day.
Those three are fun. Those three other Margravites besides Barlow. Alright. And now to clean out some of the enemies here. Actually, how do I want to go about this? Begonia, you can pick this one off. Nicolaus, you can finish this guy off. And then Kyra, you go here. Shoot one of these idiots. So that Euprexia can come in and finish him off. And then... Hecate, you go here. Bring this guy down to 1 HP. And then Wulfric. Go here. Finish him off. Fungo and Dagari can bring up the rear. Who has the con to rescue Edward? Dagari does. Can Wulfric do it? Yes. 9 con versus 9 con. Okay, they're pretty evenly matched in that regard. Alright. Alright, and now for waiting for more. Wading through more green combat. Yep. More knights down. Nice try, bucko. But Kyra does not go down that easily. Yep. And we get to see Fiat in action. And predictably, she's pretty overpowered. And you there, Mr. General. Thunder actually has a decently respectable crit rate instead of just, you know, the 5 it usually has. I don't know why I'm not skipping through these. Orlaith is going that way. I mean, she won't be attacked by anybody, so it's not too big of a deal. Alright. You have Lance and Killer Lance. Freaking Killer Lances. Freaking killer weapons in general. I think I've had enough of those for one lifetime, but thankfully, Mr. Nicolaus here has the Hopalong Guard now, so... Kyra. Actually, did I save state? I think yes. So I do not need to do that now. Alright. Begonia! Halberd time. Get owned. And then Nicolaus, you can go here. Deal with this Killer Lance pest. And get a level. And you get HP and luck. That's not a good start. Alright. When Kyra gets a level up, she gets HP, strength, skill, and luck. Not bad. Not bad. Alright. You have Axe Reavers, and you have a Regan Leaf. This is one of the things that Hag does as a hack. I'm admittedly not a huge fan of this when you have these sort of Lord PRFs that deal effective damage to cavalry and armor knights as like a regular weapon. Not really a fan of that because it kind of makes those weapons feel less unique. Okay, you have... Oh, Wolfbale. Okay, so my plan to send Wulfric that a ways is not looking like it's going to work out. I mean, thankfully this Killing Edge douche over here is not going to be as much of a threat to Nicolaus. Oh, but you are in range. Fuck. Oh, this thing is actually pretty dangerous. Especially since Nicolaus is injured. Damn. This is going to be awkward. Right, your range. I guess if I put Wulfric here, he won't be in danger of getting hit by that guy. Still a nuisance. Alright, Eupraxia, you can take care of the southern crowd. Hecate, this way. Lopez, I'm actually going to have you go down the southern route, and I guess Fongo can go with you. Alright. Ooh, nice double, Wulfric. Alright. Nikolaus takes one hit. Wolfric doesn't double that guy, but okay. Ouch! Well, we are running out of guys near the base. Yeah, nice hit. Alright. Okay, thankfully the Felbow guy didn't move. If he did, I mean, I guess he was blocked off by those other calves. The question is now is who's getting this? Who's getting the Pate's precious heal? Huh. Okay. Phobos, I'm gonna need you up here to bait this guy out. Wolfric, you go this ways. Wolfric gets speed. Okay, that is helpful. That is always helpful. Agari, you go here with... No, yeah, I want Firebrand equipped. Lopez, you, against these guys, deal 27. Nice. Get one shot, fool. You have Axe Reaver, so... Hoomst. I think Hecate can take out this Killing Edge pest. Begonia, I will have you go down south, equipped Compact Axe. Pate, you heal Nikolaos up first. Kyra. Let's have you delete this archer with Maelstrom. Nice. And then... Praxia, can you just... Yeah, you just double this guy. Alright. Taken care of easily. So, Nikolaos, go here. Equip Jalen just in case that Black Dragoon decides to move. Fongo, you go here. And you see how that plays out. Wolfbale goes for Agari. %35 hit! My god. I'm getting so fucking sick of RNG in this playthrough. Alright. So I guess we won't do that this time. Ugh. Koi Negeto. Thank you, Eupraxia, for that pointless crit. A little bit of flashiness when taking out the enemies is always appreciated, if nothing else. No, I want Kyra to Maelstrom this guy to death. And then Nikolaos go here. The Javelin, just in case. Begonia, switch Kyra off of the Maelstrom, so she's not getting weighed down. I guess that makes you a target of this guy here, so... Fongo! have the Iron Axe up. Alright. And then this time around... Still hits. What even is a weapon triangle at this point? My god. Yeah, bandits, come and get me. Yeah, you pesky cleave bow asshole. Get thundered. Eupraxia, that was a convenient dodge. And she gets a level. And Fort, she gets skill and res. That's alright. Alright, Felbow. You don't even two-shot Nicolaus. That's kind of neat, actually. Of course, actually killing you is going to be a different story. Edward. At least you didn't go for the promoted unit. That's the one I wanted to keep alive so that I could get a nice little bit of EXP for my troubles. Alright. Okay, who needs the heal? It's the game we play every time with this game. Gotta right ahead to the village. Wolfric. I think once again it's gonna have to be Nicolaus. Meanwhile, Begonia, go down here, equip Halberd. And alright. Heal up. I'm honestly not going to bother with the hint houses because I just do not see the point. Right. Fucking Felbow has close counter. Kyra's Maelstrom isn't even that big of a smack on it. Actually, Lopez, you have Zambato, which deals 20. So, Kyra, I think, can get the chip. Yes. May not even need to use Zambato. No, I do. Whatever. Lopez, eat well. And be full. HP, magic, skill, and res. Not great, but you know what? Every little bit helps with Lopez here. Okay. And then Nicolaus, go here with this. Alright. Get owned. Get halberded, jerk. Alright, Begonia gets some magic and speed. Okay. If you say so. Lopez. Alright. So we're getting close to Miss Boss Woman. And I do not want Edward... Edward does have a battle conversation with her, but I do not want Edward stealing my boss EXP from me, so... Alright. So, let's see here. Agari... Agari's stats have honestly not been that impressive. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to bench her just yet, but she is not doing as well as I would like. Okay, Sinead. Let's think here. Nicolaus was the one who I would probably want to go fight her. But I do need to get this village, and fast. So, I think what I'm going to have to do here... Hecate, do a little chip. Lopez, give me a little coin. Nice. Kyra, you are needed to recruit Orlaith. So you go after her. And then I think what I'm going to do is have... excusez-moi. Is going to have Wulfric rescue Edward here. Go down. Get a quick heal from Apate. And then I guess we'll have you visit this village, because I suspect that that brigand will target you and block off Sinead.
You're not with those horrible creatures, are you? You look strong. Are you mercenaries? Please, I beg you. You have to go to Margrave Barlow's rescue. He's always been so kind to us. Who could want to hurt him? Here, this spear belonged to my husband from his army days. You can have it, and our thanks if you save the Margrave.
And we get short spear. Nice. Gari, go here, equip sword. I'm go... You can take, Edward. Alright. I'll have you be, the Edward carrier. For the time. Oh, shit. That, brigand is in a tricky place.
What an unexpected turn of events. I might actually die today. It makes me feel... it doesn't matter. Let's just see what happens.
Alright. Thank you for not critting. And thank you for not doubling either. Alright. Yeah, nice hand axe, bucko. That is not hitting me. Alright. Alright. Hecate, you're growing. Oh, nice crit, Mr. General. Nice job. Alright. And doubled. And dead. And reinforcements. Just what we need. Alright, Fungo, you're getting the heck out of here. We'll drop Edward down here, because I think that we'll be in a good position to... she doubles. 80% with a javelin for 10 damage. It's not really worth it, but... I think I'm going to have to take it. Nice job, Nicholas. Wulfric, I would like Agari to get this kill. So, take a shot. And then Agari, come in with the Iron Sword, and that's enough. Good kill.
A life steeped in darkness can only end one way.
And she's down. Alright, Agari. You get Magic and luck. Getting a lot of magic. Like, I've seen Nagaris with some really bad magic stats. I'm surprised. The commander of this pack of killers has breathed her last, has she? Phew, the rest shouldn't be that hard to handle now. All that's left is to tell the castle guard the good news. Alright, Kyra, you're going to talk to Orlaith. I've been spotted. Hey, where are you going? Clear the way. I won't ask twice. Oh, you're one of the Margrave's knights, right? We'd like to help save the Margrave. And how do I know you're not lying? Well, I'm not shooting you in the face for starters. Fair enough. Let's get back to the castle. You aren't injured or anything? They sent me to look for help, and I've found it. Come on, time is of the essence. Right. What's your name? Oh, well, I guess she's right. Can't waste time talking right now. Now that she has been seen talking to you, enemies will attack Orlaith. That's just fine. Means we just have to get rid of them. Okay, now you. I have to put Hecate in danger in order to stop that brigand from looting that village. She can, because she's the only one who can get in there in time. Orlaith, meanwhile, these are your bases. Gross are 60 strength, 25 magic, 45 skill, 35 speed, 50 luck, 40 defense, 20 res, 80 HP. Dang. I honestly think that she may be kicking Nikolaos off the team, because I think she can do just about everything he can, but better. Oh, Phobos, you are not... You are not in any shape to be fighting this brigand here. Because you can't take a hit from this cleave bow dick. It's a fucking Axe Reaver. Of course it is. I'll put the halberd on anyways. Lopez, you can come to her rescue. Actually. Alright. I hope that doesn't get any of us killed. This jerk had a sword reaver. Alright. No kill, but that's fine. All I needed was to bait the brigand away. Pesky reaver weapons. Alas for you, attacking into a Zanbato is not a good idea. Alright. Yeah. Nice try. Joik. And you, meanwhile, can kindly, not hamper our progress, please and thank you. Alrighty. Edward. Well, what is a weapon triangle indeed? And we still have more people coming in. Orlaith, let's get... Well, there's Cleavebow Jerk here. I mean, so long as they don't double, I think it'll be fine. So, Orlaith, let's give you your first little bit of EXP. Pate, we'll have you go up here and heal Phobos. I think everyone else is in decent enough shape. Nikolaos, you need some kills. And you're not getting them. So maybe actually I don't. Maybe actually you don't. Kyra, I guess you can take this guy out. Phobos, do the honors. And now I think it's just basically, those people, they may have saved our lives. I better make way so they can speak to Fiat. That's appreciated. Right. Fungo, you can bring up the rear. Actually, some of my guys are running low on HP down south. Don't think it'll be that big of a problem, but it is a bit of a nuisance. Because Pate is not close to them. Oh well. Nice shot. Alrighty. Okay, Pate, go here. Yeah, you're not gonna be in range to be helping us out. Orlaith, you can deal with this. Or I guess you can miss. That's fantastic. Lopez, you do the honors. And an iron sword breaks, who cares? We get coin, we can just buy another one. Huh. Alright. Eupraxia, you can whittle this Dark Mage down. For Orlaith to come in and get the kill. Alright. Oh, this is a Devil Lance. Okay. That is not my concern as of right now. He'll probably explode the minute I get in range. Visit.
Aside from Tartaros to the east, we share borders with 3 Margravites. Flintshire to the north, Conwy to the south, and Powys to the east. We often see delegates from them going to pay visits to the Margrave. If I'm not mistaken, all 3 of their Margraves are at the castle today. There's no way that's a coincidence, right? Sorry, I'm talking your ear off when you have a fight to finish. We truly appreciate what you're doing. Please take this token of our gratitude.
Master Seal! I believe that's the first of a few that I could have, potentially. Hecate, you're actually pretty close to capping your magic, so you may end up being the first to gain the blessings of that. Kyra, you... Oh, you still both... You just delete. Gotta love druids and their relative lack of HP. Speaking of HP strength, magic skill, no speed, but that was damn good. Alright. Phobos. Yeah, I think we're just about done here. It's basically just clean up at this point. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Reinforcements. At a bad time. Okay. Axe Reaver. So, Lopez, you go this way with Zambato equipped. Pate. That's a cleave bow, asshole. Alright, Begonia, you're gonna have to do this. Nice job. Fungo. Shadow Error. Eupraxia. And then... Pate. Heal Orlaith up. Just in case she gets a chance to get a kill. And you get speed. That's fine. More speed is always nice. As for you, you have another cleave bow. And that is also effective against cavalry. So... Phobos, you're the one I want to get this kill. So I think we're going to have you do it. Kyra can talk to Fiat to end the chapter, but I'm not ready to do that just yet. So I think that'll be I'll have to do for right now. And you get owned. Get dunked on. No more kills for Orlaith, unfortunately, but oh well. It's not that important. Got a Devil Lance that I am not going to use. As for you, you can kindly die. Alright, Lopez. Can we please get some strength? No. Oh well. Yeah. Alright, let's hurry this up. Ah, come on.
So many enemies.
Amonia's close to a level. Orlaith is close to a level. I would rather Orlaith get the level. Because she is probably going to end up being Nicolaus's replacement. She can't one-shot. Eupraxia, may you chip this down? That's more like it. Get owned. And first level up for Orlaith grants us HP, Strength, and Luck. Alright, we'll take that. 14 Strength at this point is... yeah, that kind of just mogs Nicolaus. She even has better defense than him. You know, 40 defense is not terrible. Okay. Okay, Phobos is actually in kind of a dangerous spot. So... one more level for him. HP and speed. We'll take that. And then I think we're in a good position to end the map. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Talk to Fiad.
A fellow markswoman is to be my next opponent, eh? You can send the cook at me with a cleaver if you like. I'm not moving an inch, and you're all going down. Relax, I'm not with those people. Come to think of it, they did seem rather out of it. Like something else was distracting them. I'm going to guess you're the distraction, then. If by distraction you mean surprise hostile force from behind, we fled Tartaros and we came here to meet with Margrave Barlow. Oh, but we aren't criminals or anything. You see, frankly, you could be guilty of spitting on the Hierophant's shoes for all I care. Their leader lies dead in the mud thanks to you, and the rest we can handle. Why don't you step inside while I wrap things up out here? Thanks, will do. Just one thing. Don't imagine for a moment that just because I'm outside, the Margrave is vulnerable. It'd be a fatal mistake on your part. Do we understand each other? Damn it, I'm not an assassin. What more do I need to do to prove it? Just be careful. Right now, I can't afford the luxury of trust. Well, what are you dilly-dallying for? Get going. Not even a word of thanks, huh? I sure hope the Margrave isn't this unpleasant. Barlow! I know you're in here somewhere. Come out of your hidey hole and face me, you coward.
I should have known. Trouble attracts you like flames attract the moth. Grr. Hm. Hurrah! Grr! Fiddle-dee-dee!
Ho hum humbug!
Mph.
Edward, what is happening? Should I be worried?
Gah! You haven't changed at all, Barlow, you old oaf.
Oh, shut your mouth, you incorrigible miscreant. It's so good to see you again.
Been way too long, man.
What in the world brings you back? I thought you'd found yourself a nice cozy gig in Tartaros.
Ah, you know how it is. Nothing lasts forever. Oh, but let me introduce you to Kyra here.
Ah, you are she? Edward spoke so much of you in his letters. Quite highly at that, and I see he was not exaggerating. Your tactics were unrefined, but no less effective for it. Such a capable commander at such a young age. Oh, it's enough to tug at my nostalgic heartstrings.
Well, So it is you...
So it is to you that we owe our lives? You do not look like much. Do you even speak our language? What? You will pardon me if I do not waste time on expressions of gratitude. Many tasks await me, and this delay has been most unwelcome. I must ride back to my lands post-haste.
Indeed, I would see the three of you off sooner than later. I shall figure out which of you is the culprit in due time.
What? Have you gone senile over the course of the battle, Barlow? Since clearly you have forgotten, let me refresh your aging memory. All three of us were trapped in this castle with you. You truly think us so stupid as to sick assassins on ourselves?
No, I think you intelligent enough to make it appear as though you were at risk also. But you three stand to get the most from my untimely demise. This is fact. Please, feel free to save us all the hassle of a tedious investigation. Anyone?
Ha! Not even a brush with death can quell the great tactician's imagination. Hey, if it makes you feel any better to imagine some grand conspiracy, be my guest. Ready my carriage. I burn with a desire to abandon this hovel.
You will admit your accusations are devoid of all logic and reason. But I suppose you need to save face after that disgraceful failure. Your old reputation is in a precarious enough position as it is. That's just as well. As for me, I have more important things to do. Even the whelp has more sense than you do, Barlow. Though, truly, I do pity the poor people stuck with you as their Margrave. Go ahead, keep embarrassing yourself as much as you like. I shall leave you to it. Ta-ta! Amazing bunch of pals you got there.
Politics, Kyra. I would not wish them on my worst enemy. But let's talk about you. Surely this is not merely a courtesy call.
Truth is, we got something important to talk with you about. Bit of a long story. You better sit down.
I would speak with Kyra if you don't mind, Edward. You know, I know well. I should like to get acquainted with her. Her and her companion in the white robe, if she's willing.
Wait, Apate? Why?
Let us speak in my study. It is this way. I shall await you and your ally there.
He's got to be a slippery one if he has survived dealing with that rabble. Slippery is one word to describe him. But trust me, he's a good man. Just be earnest with him, okay? And thus Edward brought us here to see you.
Rebellion to depose the Hierophant himself, huh? A complex problem. Knowing what I know of you, I would be foolish to speak down to you. I shall outline the facts as succinctly as I am able. Surely you understand that I cannot simply declare war on Tartaros. The Margravites have a great deal of freedom, but there are limits. I would never be allowed to interfere in a Tartaran affair.
Yeah, that's reasonable. We won't ask for anything other than a place to stay for a while.
You get ahead of yourself, Kyra. I never refused you. It is imperative, however, that we handle this matter with care. Indeed, I cannot justify poking my nose in the internal affairs of Tartaros. Not without the right story to go with it, at the very least.
What do you mean?
Let us say that you do us a favor.
We already saved your life. We need not convince the Margrave, Kyra. He is clearly already on our side. It is his troops, his people, and most importantly, his peers we must sway.
Keenly observed. Most perspicacious of you, my lady. A situation so unorthodox as what transpired today would not do. Rumors would swirl. People would wonder what manner of hold you have over me. No, what we need is a simple, palatable tale of heroism and justice. Something akin to a fairy tale that even children could grasp and support.
Yeah, I get what you mean now. Well, we're at your disposal. What would you have us do, Margrave?
Barlow, please. You are Edward's dear friend, thus mine as well. You see, we have had some trouble with a certain group. They hide in a derelict mansion at the base of the mountains. They demand tithes of the settlements in North Wrexham. In absence of payment, they have sworn to unleash an army of the undead. So far, they have been mostly ignored, and their threats ring hollow. Nevertheless, however likely it is to be no more than bluster, it worries me.
So, bandit cleanup. That used to be our speciality before this whole thing started.
Theirs are the acts of brigands, true. However, their leader is, there is no easy way to put this. He claims to be not merely a powerful sorcerer, but rather a necromancer. Someone capable of returning the dead back to their mortal coil.
What?
Does that seem surprising to you? One who can also restore life?
So you know about that too.
I had a good vantage point during the battle. My best guess is that our necromancer is another of the so-called heretics. I wished to ask for Lady Apate's input on this regard, but
I cannot tell you anything without more information. It is best that we see about this individual for ourselves. But would dealing with them be enough for our purposes?
it would do to begin. Ah, Fiat, there you are. You arrived just in time.
The scum have returned to the earth where they belong. Those who lived will never come back. They are finished.
Are you uninjured, Fiat? Lady Apate, would you tend to her injuries for me?
Margrave, I am the bodyguard. It's me who looks after you. Besides, I'm perfectly fine. Just tell me what's next. Which of those backstabbing pigs are we taking on first?
Do you recall the reports about the necromancer?
No, I can't believe it. They just tried to kill you. The assassin's blood is fresh on the ground. And you want me to go chasing after that idiotic gossip?
Our new friends here shall assist you in that task. In the meantime, I shall personally investigate today's agitation.
Let them go alone. Why do I have to go? They could try again. I need to stay at your side.
Fiat, I request that you place your trust in my judgment.
Okay, what's the worst that can happen? I'll take you to where those imbeciles are at. Just give me time. Just give me the time to gather my guys and we can get going. No time like the present. Make it quick.
Best of luck to you, my friends.
Alright, and that is Chapter 8 over. That was actually pretty decently... That map was a decent challenge, but it was also pretty straightforward, and I cleared it without much trouble. Whew. Woo. Well, this has been a decently long stream, so I think I'm just going to wrap it up here. I don't think anybody's really in chat at this point, so... yeah, that was next stream of Hag and White, so I will see you back here next time. Next week is probably just going to be 2 streams, because the week is actually kind of busy for me, so I'll decide on a schedule, and then I'll get around to showing off what it is. I think next time we're probably going to do Sword of Heaven and Earth for the next stream, and then Hag will be the one after that, so it'll be a little bit more time, but things are starting to pick up in this game, and I am looking forward to seeing where things go next. So, I will see you all later. Take care.